Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing character. Today, we are back over at Bear and getting a lot of attention very early on. This is actually the third fish that I've gone after, the second one that I've successfully hooked. And this one I wasn't even expecting. I was trying to get my introduction going, and this one bit in. So, nice 3.6 kilo carp. And then we also got a 5.8 kilo mirror carp, and we missed a fish over on rod one. So, between episodes today, I have actually done a lot of work. I did get ground bait up to 60%. So, I made almost 900 instances of ground bait today. So, been online for quite a bit, and tonight's going well as well too. I got ready to record this. The dog told me he needed to go out. I escorted him outside and had a bird poop right on the top of my bald head. So went and took a shower. So I've been logged in for a little bit. If my it looks like my health and all that came back up. Another 5 kilo mirror carp. I'll take it. So I have not even thrown out any ground bait here yet, and we already have three fish. So downside is you will notice I don't have a lot of silver. I've spent quite a bit of silver getting ground bait up and all of that. Um, I think I was at about 1500, 1600 when I started. I did buy stuff to make 10 instances of ground bait, including the ground up boilies version. However, to use ground up boilies, you need 75% in ground bait. So, not there yet. And I'm not going to get that fish. That one gave up. And then also to use coconut as an attractant, you need 70%. So still have a ways to go on that. But I do have some ground bait. So I did make, you will see in my ground bait supplies, there's the ground up boilies that I've got ready to go. So basically, what you do to grind your ground bait up, and there's a ton of different guides on this. If you just go to ground bait, I always name it something stupid. You can buy feed over at the farmer's market in Winding Rivulet. And then there's various attractants. So I'd started off with anise oil, then it went to fennel, then it went to hemp seed oil. And there, like I said, there are a bunch of different guides on that that have been tested. This is another nice fish that have been tested for the best way to level up. Obviously, if you do have premium, you will want to use your happy hour and you will probably level up in about half the time it took me. Nice 4 kilo mirror carp. I will say that I took on my Steam account, I took ground bait from 40% to 100% in, I think, 3 days using my happy hour and not really being as focused as I could have been. I was able to do about 450 to 500 instances of ground bait in the hour that I spent. So we did also buy some pellets to make ground bait. I'm kind of surprised they're not showing up. I didn't think I used them all, but maybe I did. Let me see if they show up. No, I did use them all up. Wow. Oh, yeah, I did make all 10 instances of pellets. So I do have some carp ground bait that I made up that I have not used any of it yet. So as you can tell, I named it Coco Carp because it's using. Come on, show it to me. There it goes. So I use corn flour for the base, cocoa and cream pellets 5, 7, and 12 for the additives. I want to put the ground up boilies for the same flavor that I'm using, but I can't yet. And then I used honey for the attractant because, again, I couldn't use coconut. So honey seemed kind of like the best option for now. So what you do is you take that, and then I think about 70% should plunk it right next to where my float is. Come on, come on, come on, switch. Good. Wasn't sure I was going to get switch. And what this does is the ground bait will slowly dissolve, and then hopefully the fish kind of mistakes. It'll kind of make a cloud in the water, and hopefully the fish mistakes your hook. Nice 5 kilo grassy. Sorry to move quickly on that. I saw rod 2 get nibbled as well. Oh, just got back to it in time. It's going to be a busy day, it looks like. So what ground bait is it's just kind of a balled up uh, substance that you throw out, and then it slowly dissolves in the water. If you look at the ground bait in your inventory, thought I saw movement on one of the floats. If you look at the ground bait in your inventory, it will tell you how good how long it's good for. So again, if you click the icon there, it says duration, and you can kind of see it there. Duration at the bottom of the mouse pointer, 16 hours. So for 16 hours, that ground bait will kind of hopefully attract more fish to where your floats are. So about 70 to 80%, looks like it's closer to 80%. And I usually like to throw out about 5 to 10 ground bait balls. And that should help attract the fish to your setups. Obviously, PVA would be better, but PVA requires 100% in your fishing discipline. So 100% float fishing, 100% in bottom rod fishing if you're using bottom rods, and 100% in ground bait. So we are nowhere near ready to do that. But hopefully today we're able to get some more fish. The rate we're going, it's already been a pretty good day. 6 markers. But we'll see if it continues or if it slows down. And again, if you're doing, well, actually, I think if you're doing true bottom rod fishing, I don't know if I can switch this setup over to it. I want to look. It's been a long time since I've done bottom rod fishing. Yeah, you cannot put a feeder on. Thought you might be able to, but you can't. Ultimately, I do want to get up to being able to use a spod rod, and that lets you use a rocket and dry mix, which also is a little bit better for especially carp. It basically kind of sprinkles food all in the area. Another 5.2 kilo carp there. I want to drag this over, and I'm probably gonna have to recast this one. Yep, I got this one a little bit deeper, and when it got crossed up there, I had to recast. So I'm about as far forward as I can go, and then cast out and take very small, just kind of tap S, take a step back until you can put your rod in. So I've got rod 1 at 1.6 meters, rod 2 is at 1.7 meters depth. And I think I scared this fish off. Yep. Is what it is there. That was my fault for picking the rod up as quickly as I did. Another nice day, low 90s today. Me and the four-legged thing went for 2 good long WALKs earlier. And then I had to go to the grocery store, left him home alone, which is his least favorite thing. So that's part of why I'm glad he wanted to go out a few minutes ago. He got a good run around the backyard 4 or 5 times, zoomy style run, which with an 80-pound dog, you just get out of the way and let him do that. And then he was ready to come in right as the bird dropped its load on my head. I was sitting under the trees and just felt it land right on the top of my bald head. And luckily, I hadn't taken a shower yet today, so went and hopped in the shower real quick and washed that off while it was still fresh. It happens. Hopefully, that's a good luck charm for today. We shall see. A lot of common carp getting caught, looks like. There were a few mirror carps as well. Overall, it's, 1, 2, three over 5 kilos. Not bad for telestick fishing. I'm not going to complain, at least. Downside is I've been staring at the screen for as long as I have that my eyes are already tired. It's already 8 o'clock too, but it is what it is there. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. The voice is being a little bit scratchy today, so I had to mute a couple times. There we go. Hopefully just kind of coughed it out a little bit there. Ah, pulled it out of the fish's mouth. Oh well. Not gonna get every fish on telestick. And at least I didn't break anything. Which would have been worst case scenario. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fish. Gotcha. Another common, or is that a mirror? I think that's a mirror. Nope, it's a common. Another 5 kilo common. Definitely was worth grinding up ground bait. No, I spent a lot of silver, but that will hopefully let us advance again and catch more fish here, Bear. And sets us up well for Amber when we get to level 26. What do I need to be able to use a spot rod? 80% on bottom fishing, so we still have a ways to go there. Yep. Saw it flip over there and thought I had a fish on, but did not. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm moving my head like I'm in real life to be able to look around the rod. Wait for it. Come on, fish. Don't run away yet. Take it. Take it. I might have just scared it off. Nope, it's still on. Yeah. I think it gave up. Unfortunate. And since telestick fishing is all about using your health, catch fish, I always do my best to keep my health as high as I possibly can. Gotcha. It's a good fish. Good mirror. And it is Sunday evening, about 8:15, so you will not see any weekly records because of that. They just reset about 6 hours ago, so about 2 p.m. Central Time, at least right now. Know about after time change here in a month or so. But right now at 2 p.m. Central is when the weekly records reset. I was on grinding up ground bait when that happened. Come on, fish. And you do have to have global records. Gotcha. Another good fish. 4 or 5 kilo common, 4 kilo common, 2000 XP. I might have just missed a fish on one. It's still there. Oh, okay, we're good. That was a bit scary. Probably 5 to 6 or 7.5. Nice common. That's 11 fish. I think they've all been markers. They have. Been a good day. Looks like we're about halfway to level 25. And I haven't checked this, so we got a ways to go before another milestone. That's not what I meant to click. And I saw movement here and had to come back. Come on, fish. Don't give up. Don't give up. I think you gave up. Yeah, it did. Went over to one. Oh, and I missed it. That's unfortunate. How active it is. I'm probably not going to throw a bottom rod out today. Another big old common. 4 to 5, maybe. Probably low 4. Just barely over 4, but I'll take it. What we're here for. You might already be over 100 silver for the day, too. It's definitely been a good XP day as well. Over 20,000. I got faked out. The fish could feel the slack there when I picked it up. Got faked out again. And I screwed up. That one's on me. I don't blame the game on that one. I always like to space my throws out a little bit, especially with 16 hours. This will get me through the end of the day now with having ground bait in the water. And again, it's not ideal ground bait, but it's decent. Better than no ground bait, that's for sure. Patience. No. Or not. Wow. That's a bit of a surprise. Oh, come on, game. All right, that one I blame on the game. That one was completely under. And getting pulled down when I pulled it out. Gotcha. Not amazing, but it'll do. Probably 2 to 3 kilos, my guess. Might be a little bit bigger than that. Need both hands on the rod for this. Drag it on shore. 3.5 to 4. Another 5 kilo. I was way wrong. Again, I'm all the way forward, so I'm going to take a step back. Just lightly tap S until I can put the rod down. And get faked out by another fish. Gotcha. $4 kilo common there. Small fish. This might be our first non-marker. It might be a gibble. Nope. It's non-marker common. I did spend my time making ground bait over at Mosquito, doing some more eyed fishing. I did catch a handful, I think 12 total. Got 40 silver. Nothing super special. I think 2.5 was my biggest. And it was all on bottom rod. So I did record the 2.5 one just because it was pull and drag for most of the time. But once I realized it wasn't a trophy, I didn't care. And I had copyrighted music playing, so it wouldn't have been no commentary anyway if I did catch it. Actually, I think I had a movie playing. I can't remember what I was doing. Either way, I had it muted. Come on, fish. Gotcha. Small common. Marker sized, but not a 4 or 5 kilo, probably 2 to 3. 2.5. I'll take it. Need to aim a little bit more to the left. That's where my ground bait is. Come on, fishy fish. 16 fish in 26 minutes isn't bad, though. One non-marker only? Yeah. And it's a fish piece non-marker, so I'll take it. Need another thermos of tea. You want to pick up and cast a little bit more straight out here. A little bit to the right of where I want to be. Or sorry, to the left of where I want to be. Brain was telling me I needed to drag my hand to the right. And the mouth took that as it should say, right? Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. I see you over there, Rod One. Not quite on. Not quite. Not quite. Would like to be using heavier floats, but I just can't with the telesticks. Got it. I'm basically maxed out the test weight with the 3 gram float already. 3.5 kilo mirror, maximum total weight of fish caught in 24 hours already. And we're only a half an hour, so we're only 12 hours into the day. That's when you know today's been a good day. Both of them at the same time. I hate when this happens. Decent common here. 2.5. Not amazing, but decent. And Rod 1's still playing with its food. Both still playing with their food. My headset just shut off, which isn't that big of a deal, but you want to get it plugged in so that the drivers I use don't crash. It seems like when it's trying to send a signal, so I've got a wireless headset, and I missed that fish. And it's got drivers that lets you set up so you can have chat and or like a Discord chat call and game sounds on kind of two different channels. And it seems like if I let the if I let the drivers try and send something a signal to it and it's not there, they seem to crash after a while. But the fish are not going to let me plug it in. Missed that fish on 2. Let's get back over here to 1 and actually bring this one in. I knew this fish wasn't amazing. That's why I switched. I don't even think that's a marker. It's not. 2.6 kilos and not a marker. Wow. It's so weird not hearing the sounds of casting. There we go. Got the headset plugged back in. Didn't hear it connect though. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Gotcha. Small marker, common. Another small marker. Actually, I think rod 1's bigger and it got away. Dang it. Should have stayed on it. Yeah, it was a marker. I didn't think it was going to be. I did not hear anything, so I think my drivers may have crashed. Nope, they're still running. Come on, headset, connect up. There we go. That worked. Sorry for kind of running back there. That was me making sure I could hear. I should have just pulled this out. Algae or open my inventory or something like that. Might have gotten faked out enough that it scared it off. Yep, could feel that. I picked the rod up. Come on, fish. Wasn't paying attention, missed that one. That one's on me. And so is that one. Saw that one go under as I was casting out rod 2. Come on, fish. Didn't expect it to be as active as it is, and have an idle game thing that I forgot to log into today that I had to log into before. I didn't get any progress. Let you be idle for 24 hours, and I was 4 minutes away from that. One of 2 different kind of idle type games I just kind of play around with to pass some time when I'm not scrolling through news or anything like that. Missed that one, unfortunately. 38 minutes in, 20 fish. We missed quite a few here recently, too. I haven't jiggled it around enough. I was afraid it was going to scare itself off by getting the ropes or the line slack. Small marker. At least I think it's a marker. Bless you. Good old dog sneeze. Another dog sneeze. Muted to just kind of check on him, make sure he was doing okay. Back to back sneezes like that, especially coming from a sleep to a sneeze. Actually, just laid his head back down. Lone fish. The weather has changed, and I think that's playing into it a little bit. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Went from sunny to cloudy, and the fish went away. There we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Gotcha. This is a decent one. Probably 4 to 5 again. This might be a leather as well. I think it's a mirror. Yeah, 3 kilo mirror carp. Leather carps are considered rare, which surprised me when I heard that. There's another fish. Might have just scared it away. Nope, got it. This one's not amazing. This one's a little bit better, so I'm going to try and get it in real quick. 3.5 kilo grass carp. I did not mean to do that. I tried to pick round one up, but it wouldn't let me. Knew this one wasn't amazing. That's why I was all right if I lost it. Probably less than 2 kilo common by the looks of it. 2.4. A little bit better than I thought it was. Something just fell off. What that was? Oh, I know what that was. I think it was a bag of chips I had bought. Kind of balanced, and gravity done did its thing. I may have scared this fish off. I think I did. No, small one here. 2.2 kilo common carp. Come on, fish. We got two non-markers, both of which can potentially become fish. Piece bait. Still have 13 minutes left today, so we still have plenty of time. Decent marker common, probably 2.5 to 3. 2.7. Wasn't yellow enough to be bigger than that. It's too white. Pop my knee. Come on, take it. Nothing special here. This one's probably not even a marker. Third non-marker, but it's still over 500 grams, so it should be fish pieces. Oh, I scared it off. Come on, fish. I'm getting a little bit tired. Luckily, we only have about 10 minutes left anyway, so we'll see. Come on, fish. Ooh, that was close. This is a big boy. 10 kilos. I thought it might be a double digit fish. 5,000 XP. Gonna need to look at Common Carp and Mirror Carp telestick. On. Not amazing. Could be a marker, but it might be close. Come here, fish. 3 kilo mirror carp. And I'm going to wrap it up on that fish. We got 29 fish on the day. Not bad, honestly. I'm very happy. We do have a handful that we can cut up, so let's do that before I forget. 1.644 mirror. Successfully got a fish piece out of it. 2.644 mirror. Got 2 pieces of fish. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. And 531 common. One there. So successfully cut all those up and didn't cut myself out. Water body record, Common Carp on telestick. All right. I'm glad I hung around just long enough to see that. So we got to go check things out. Um, so Bear Lake, I'm guessing that's the US only. It didn't say global. Yeah, because they're 19, but US telestick at Bear Lake. I've got the bottom of the bottom. Already have the third one too. So got the top two right now weekly. Again, it's very, very early in the week. So anything I see, yeah, I've got every Common Carp record for the week and almost every Mirror Carp for the week. But we got 26 fish left over and a nice 128 silver. So not a bad day at all. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back on the spin character tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye bye now.